Welcome to this lesson that will give you an introduction about the parts of speech. I just want to make a clarification here. If you read various grammar books, they will say that there's 7 parts of speech, 8 parts of speech, and 9 parts of speech. But this is irrelevant. What you need to understand are the different types of parts of speech. So don't worry about the number of parts of speech that are there in the English language. Nouns. Nouns are words that identify or name people, places, things, or ideas. For example, cat, dog, table, chair, the Everest mountain, Sri Lanka, happiness. These are typical examples of nouns. Pronouns. Pronouns are used to represent nouns. In other words, they can be substituted for nouns in a sentence. Grammatically, pronouns are used in the same way as nouns. Common pronouns found in the English language: I, you, she, him, it, everyone, and somebody. Verbs. Verbs are words that describe the actions or states of being of people, animal, places, or things. Every sentence must include at least one verb. What does states of being mean? States of being talks about the physical condition of people, places, animals, or things. So we have verbs that describe the states of being. Here are some examples of states of being verbs, or otherwise known as stative verbs. We will discuss about these verbs in a later lesson. Adjectives. Adjectives are words that add description to nouns and occasionally pronouns. Adverbs. Adverbs are words that modify verbs, adjectives, other adverbs, and even entire clauses. Adverbs can appear anywhere in a sentence depending on what they modify. Adverbs are commonly formed by using adjectives. Here are some examples of adjectives being turned to adverbs. We will look at these in much more detail in later lessons. Prepositions. Prepositions are words that express a relationship between a noun or pronoun and another part of the sentence. Prepositions, together with nouns or pronouns, form prepositional phrases, and these can function as adjectives or adverbs in a sentence. Here are some examples of prepositional phrases. Conjunctions. Conjunctions are words that connect other words, phrases, or clauses expressing a specific kind of relationship between two or more elements. Here are some common conjunctions and also some other conjunctions that we use in sentence construction. Particles. Particles are words that do not have meaning on their own, so they will need to be paired up with other words to give meaning. The letters highlighted in bold are examples of particles. Articles. Articles identify whether a noun is definite or indefinite. In other words, specific or unspecific. There are two types of articles. One is the definite article the, and then you have indefinite articles and an. Determiners. Determiners are used to introduce a noun or noun phrase. First, they will signal whether a noun or noun phrase will follow. Then, they give information about the item. They may tell us whether the item is specific or unspecific, near or far, singular or plural. They can also describe how much or how many are referred to. They can tell us to whom the item belongs. Gerunds. Gerunds are the ing form of a verb that functions grammatically as a noun in a sentence. Here are some example sentences of gerunds. Gerunds act as nouns in a sentence. Interjections. Interjections, also known as exclamations, are words, phrases, sounds used to convey emotions such as excitement, surprise, happiness, or anger. Interjections are very common in spoken English, but they will appear in written English as well. So interjections can be used without having any effect on a sentence because they can stand on their own. So here are some examples for interjections. So that was just an introduction to the different types of words found under parts of speech. In later videos, I will be taking an in-depth look into each of those different types of words.